Good evening and happy Monday night. We come to you live from the banks of the St. Johns River here in Jacksonville, Florida. Some beautiful shots from earlier today here in Jacksonville. The water is calm, and this evening it's gotten a little cool, 54 degrees, but clear skies as the Carolina Skyhawks are in town to take on the Jacksonville Kings. They came down I-95 from Raleigh, and they are ready here at the Kings' lair. Andy Hamilton along with Gerald Giudice. Gerald, these two teams know each other well. They have a history that dates back quite a distance, and they're looking to do another battle tonight.
Yeah, quite a distance, all the way back to season 6. But this has been, when you're talking about coming down I-95 from Raleigh, it's been one-way traffic here all the way in Jacksonville. The last 12 games, Jacksonville has won by the score of 37-20. So Carolina's coming down here to try to somehow, some way, get a win in this division rivalry.
Jacksonville has 7 wins at home in this series, 6 away. They lead the series 13-2, and Gerald, a little bit of familiarity on my side with that first game between these two in Season 6. I was a part of that, and I am a part of this call here tonight in Season 18. Last matchup between these two went the way of Jacksonville right here in this stadium. 42-14 was the final in that one. Carolina going to try and right their wrongs, and they're going to try and make it 2 in a row. They beat the Portland Fleet last time out. 31-21 was that game. Jacksonville falling to Vancouver 28-14 in their last time on the gridiron. Carolina will kick to start this one. Jacksonville will get the ball first. Ball is on the tee. The kicker has it up, hand in the air, and we are underway from Jacksonville. Return will be brought out from the end zone, out across the 15, across the 20, has an angle, and out to the 25 goes the return man, Zachary Patton, and that is where we will see Jacksonville's offense take the field. Gerald, what can you tell me about the quarterback, Marcus Dunhill?
Marcus Dunhill had a rough game last week against Vancouver. 28-41 for 234. Did throw 2 touchdowns, but 7 interceptions. That's a killer in a close ball game like they had.
Two-time All-Star will start with a flip out to Jared Willis. The back is cut down there right at the 25. And that is where they will set up for second down.
That was my notes here. I had tried to get the ball into your playmaker's hands. Jared Willis, 18 catches for 75 yards last week, and in the air had 5 catches, but didn't get into the end zone.
Stephen Hacker and Stuart Zomella running the stats for us today. We appreciate them being down here in Jacksonville with us tonight. Flip outside, Willis, second catch of the day, and he will get 1 yard. 2 catches, 1 yard. Carolina looks prepared for that one.
I think they're coming out here a little bit tentative with the game that Marcus Dunhill had last week, just trying to get him a little bit comfortable back there in the pocket, but it's going to bring up a big 3rd and 9 here for Jacksonville's offense early in this ball game.
Shotgun look, 4 receivers wide, and a quads left look. Dime out of Carolina on the defensive side. Pass right down the middle. Wide open catch, and a blocker takes out the ref. And all the way down to the 34, Jacksonville rumbles.
And Avalos with the catch gets behind the defense. Great pass there, just to drop it right in the bucket, right over the defender's hands. And as you see, the referee gets knocked down there, but a big gain there and a huge first down for Jacksonville early.
Zachary Patton taking down the referee. That was funny. It was Grayson Willis with the catch. The Willis brothers very prevalent in this offense for Jacksonville. And the first catch flips the field for the Kings, and they will start over. 1st and 10, gonna fire on the corner route. Wide open receiver with the catch. Beautiful play design for Jack Wall.
Jack Wall, one of the favorite targets here for Marcus Dunhill, and 2 big passes, and they're already coming down inside the red zone.
New set of downs here at the 13. They are setting up well. Dunhill to throw again. Fires, end zone, caught! Touchdown, Jack Wall!
Now, Dunhill and the Jacksonville Kings offense making it look easy on a big touchdown drive here. Did you see the pass coming up here to Jack Wall, cutting across the middle? Drew that in a tight window. It could have been either him or Grayson Willis, but what a start here for Jacksonville.
And the Carolina defense has got to be looking around going, what just happened? Jacksonville really lulled them to sleep early. A couple pitches out to Jared Willis, then boom, right down the field on just a handful of plays, and they will score a huge touchdown for Jacksonville on the opening drive to open this thing up. They went 5 plays, 75 yards, and Marcus Dunhill goes 5 of 5 to start the game.
5 for 5 for 75 yards. Perfect on the drive. Didn't run the football once, but you don't need to if you're going to be that efficient.
7-0 Jacksonville over Carolina. If you're just tuning in, they went 5 plays right down the field and scored via the air. Jack Wall and Grayson Willis involved along with Jared Willis on a couple screen passes. Now Carolina will have their chance to counter, and they'll start at the 27. If you're new to the SFL, the Simulation Football League combines traditional sports, esports, and a role-playing game all into one. Team strategies are executed in real time by our simulations as real-life players compete on the virtual gridiron. For more information about the league, you can visit our website, simulationfl.net. The SFL, where we put the fan in fantasy, and we put all these players out on the field. And now Carolina will take the field of play for their first drive. Throw down the middle. Matt South has first down yardage, and that might have been a one-hand catch by Sam Avalis, I believe. No, Harish Prasad.
Harish Prasad, the veteran, two-time All-Star, comes up with a great one-handed catch, and good eyes there. And he makes a spectacular catch to get the first down. That South had a decent game last week in their win against Portland for 304 and 3 scores.
South's second season with Carolina, 6th in the league, has never been an All-Star, and he's trying to match the All-Star Marcus Dunhill's and former MVP throw for throw. Here's the give. Logan Jack stuffed in the backfield. Huge tackle for loss by Mike All. He got all of that one.
Mike All was knocked off the score sheet last week. Says, I'm going to be on the score sheet this week. Yes, a tackle for loss here. Bring up a 2nd down, 13.
4-3 look out of this Jacksonville defense. Single back in the backfield for Carolina. 2 receivers to the bottom. They will throw it out to Logan Jack out of the backfield, and Jack makes up some of that ground he lost. It'll all combine for 3rd and 6.
As this offense goes, as Logan Jack goes, he's coming in almost averaging 25 touches a game. Teaming with 65 carries and 34 receptions, leading the team in receptions and 3rd overall in the SFL.
Strong workman-like back here for Carolina. We'll see if they trust him on 3rd and medium or if they go to the air. Twins to the top of the formation. Single tight end on the bottom for South. South going to fire on the corner route. Wide open receiver is caught. First down yardage, flipping into Kings territory to the 40.
Big time throw. And catch that Matt South just wide open, just nice little pitch and catch there. Coming into this game, they were in the bottom half of the league with only a 48% 3rd down percentage, and that is a big first down for the Silver.
Here is the handoff right side, and Logan Jack has some room. Jack down across the 20 and inside the red zone to the 13.
Daquan Hale trying to catch up to him, just could not get it done. As you see, Logan Jack gets the handoff there, breaks a tackle, and then just outruns Daquan Hale. And finally, the free safety, Greg Gaines, comes up with the stop. But, man, both of these offenses are clicking here, and they're inside the red zone as well.
Barely enough time to breathe in this one. I hope you brought all your snacks to your couch because you can't get up to get one. You'll miss something. Trips tight, bottom of the formation. Single receiver in the backfield for Matt South, who will hand it off. Right up the middle goes Logan Jack, a spin, and Jack still fighting for yards, picks up 9.
taking Taquan Hale and the cornerback Terrence Pearson for a ride there for a big 9-yard gain. Man, Logan Jack is looking fantastic here in the beginning part of this game.
2 in the backfield now. Hanzo stands in front of Logan Jack. South under center. 4 down linemen for Jacksonville. Give. Jack spins. Not going to get the goal line. Does have the first down. It'll be 1st and goal from the 1.
Big block there in the hole by Hanzo to free Logan Jack, as Logan Jack's thanking his fullback there for the big hole. It's going to bring up 1st and goal up to 1. Let's see if they can punch it in here on their 8th play of the drive.
Carolina trying to match the Jacksonville Kings, who went right down the field on their opening drive and scored. 2 in the backfield is Hanzo along with Jack. They'll give it to Jack, and he walks in. Carolina has answered the Jacksonville Kings, now 6-7 with an extra point pending.
Both of these offenses making it look easy, like a hot knife through butter. You see Logan Jack just gets the handoff and just absolutely goes in there. You see another clear-out block there by Hattori Hanzo. And wow, this could be a high-scoring game here. You see the drive summary: 8 plays, 72 yards, 5 runs, and 3 passes. Both quarterbacks on fire, as not a pass has hit the ground yet.
Both perfect today, and it's the one score there that will tie this thing up. Logan Jack gets it. Jacksonville went through the air for their touchdown, which is kind of, Gerald, a flip of philosophy. Carolina has thrown the ball all over the yard, and Jacksonville, has sometimes given it to Jared Willis a little bit more, albeit more out of the screen game.
Both these running backs are definitely threats out of the backfield. For Logan Jack this season, Jared Willis, but you got to take the hats off to Carolina catching that touchdown, Jacksonville.
Kick is away. Return will come out of the end zone for Jacksonville again. And then, walloped at the 20. Hello, good sir. Nice to meet you.
Wow, big hit. I believe that was the tight end Vince DeSantis there on the special teams, making the big stick there to stop him at the 20.
That'll set up 1st and 10 for the Jacksonville Kings. Their offense was humming to finish off the last drive. We'll see if they can get that motor running again. 3 down to the bottom of the screen. Single back in the backfield, and here is Dunhill to throw. Has plenty of time, but almost threw an incompletion, and did throw an incompletion. Martin almost got both hands on it.
Big stop there by the quarterback. Mark Martin, 4th season in the SFL. Comes up with the big stop there. I guess I was the death, as I said. Both quarterbacks were perfect, and it comes out and throws the first incompletion of the game.
As broadcasters, we hold a lot of power, and sometimes we can jinx stuff, and that, at least you got it out of the way early, Gerald. I'll say that much. So, single back in the backfield is Willis. Here's Dunhill. Fires right down the middle. Wide open receiver. Oh, there was only one safety, and he was lurking off to this right side. That does not bode well for Carolina. It's the 2nd time that a receiver has got behind the defense.
You cannot let a wide receiver like Grayson Willis that wide open in the backfield. Man, that's going to be a killer for Carolina. They need to shore that up, as Grayson Willis is having a day so far, and it's only in the 1st quarter.
4 wide, quads left look again. Dime look out of Carolina. We'll see how many safeties they drop deep. They will pull one up. The middle is open. Dunhill finds the receiver. Huge catch to the 34. Now Jacksonville is cooking, and Carolina is going to have to adjust.
Another big thing tackled by Tristan Hatley, but after another huge throw down there to Grayson Willis, already inside the 35-yard line. Grayson Willis is right now 3 catches for 84 yards, averaging 28 yards a grab.
2 tight ends on the field now as we say hello to Talon Steele, who makes it on. Here is Talon Steele with a catch. Wall out in front of him with a block, and Steele has a 1st down.
And offense is just rolling in this game. Talon Steele coming in the ball game. He gets his first catch. If he gets involved, Marcus Dunhill just spreading the ball around. Pretty good right now. Look at his confidence. He's strolling up to the line.
I would be confident, too, when I've chucked it down the middle of the field for huge yardage multiple times. Here's Dunhill, short drop, middle is open again. That was the play they scored the touchdown on as Jack Wall picks up another 8.
All on the arm of Marcus Dunhill so far in the first quarter. They have yet to attempt a run there for Jared Willis, but if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Two tight ends on again. They threw the out route to steal from this. That would be good if they picked it up. Instead, they'll hand to Willis. Spins once and has the first down to the 10.
Great there. Great change of pace. They were running the ball. Probably had them caught in a little bit of a passing situation. It's enough yards for the first down. It's going to be first and goal from the 10.
Two tight ends, top of the screen. Receivers both set out. Here's the give. Willis, right side. Willis dances in the hole, picks up 5, second and goal.
What patience there by Willis. Just sidestep, find the crease, and just dart through there for a gain of 5. Bringing up a second and goal here. This is where they hit Jack Wall with that touchdown pass, as you mentioned before, that little inside slant. Let's see if they can do it again here. 2nd and 5.
Got Wall and Steele both on the field. They've ran out of this as well. 4-3 look for Carolina. All their linebackers on the field. Here's Dunhill looking to throw. Fires outside. Caught. Touchdown. Jacksonville. They go right down the field and score again. Shea Carroll.
Shea Carroll with this second touchdown catch of the season. And man, another great drive here for Jacksonville. Just taking it right down the field. And Marcus Dunhill took a big shot there at the end, but wide open look there. You saw Shea Carroll, nobody running for a couple yards. Boy, Marcus Dunhill's looking good right now. 144 yards through the air in the first quarter.
There were only 3 plays on that 8-play drive, Gerald, that were not first downs or touchdowns. And one of them was an incompletion, and the other 2 were 5-yard runs by Jared Willis. Huge drive. Jacksonville just continues to pour it on as they retake the lead, 14-7 over Carolina. Barely had time to breathe so far.
As I said, the last 12 games, Jacksonville has put up an average of 37 points. In some of their home games that they've played against Carolina, they scored 59 in a quarterfinal playoff game, then 36, 44, and 42 their last 2 games at home against Carolina. So they can definitely score against this Carolina Skyhawks team.
Can the Skyhawks match them? They spin and we'll get out to the 26. Let's take you through the Carolina offense. We were trying to get you through Jacksonville's offense, but they moved too fast for us. Carolina's offense led by the veteran Matt South at quarterback, Logan Jack the running back, Adoree Hanzo is the fullback, Sam Avalos, Heath McDaniel Jr., and Harish Prasad are the receivers. Tony Zoma and Vince DeSantis are the tight ends. Whistle Jones does the kicking, and Desmond Doss, the undrafted rookie, does the punting. Give Logan Jack left side, and Jack will pick up 3 or 4. There is a flag, though.
See what the penalty is. You see big number 55 there on the stop.
Neutral zone infraction, number 94.
And offsides against Jacksonville. Let's see if they take it. They do take it to make it a 1st and 5.
Forrest Dalton, the defensive tackle, converted from a linebacker via the draft. So not used to playing so close up to the line, Gerald. An honest mistake early in this one.
The 49th overall pick from the Lexington Miners. It's a friendly call on him. It's coming up 1st and 5 here at the 31.
Heavy formation in the backfield. They'll give it to Logan Jack, stretching out to the left. Jack through the first tackle, spins again. Man, they put him in a phone booth over there with 8 Jacksonville Kings, and he still managed to pick up a couple yards.
Oh, little spin move, little cut. Boy, he just like you said, in a phone booth, just made a lot of people miss. Bring up 2nd and 2 at 34.
4-3 look out of the Jacksonville Kings. They have all 3 of their star linebackers on the field. They'll give it up the middle to Jack, and Jack is going to be stuffed. 3rd down now coming up ahead.
Forrest Dalton impeding the path of one Logan Jack, and the Calvary comes in to make the tackle. Going to bring up a big 3rd and 1 here. with less than a minute to go in the first quarter.
Two backs in the backfield. Hattori Hanzo, the fullback. Logan Jack, the halfback. They'll give it to Jack, and he has the first down. Man, that was smooth, Gerald.
If Hattori Hanzo might not have a tick on the stat truck, but I'll tell you what, he is having a fantastic day blocking for Logan Jack.
Took him in the first round of this last draft, 8th pick overall out of Tacoma, representing. Here's Matt South on a 7-step drop. Pressure coming, and they got to him. Taekwon Hale makes himself known, the two-time All-Star.
Two-time All-Star gets his 113th and a half sack, second all-time. Comes up and just absolutely just bulldozes over, or past, I should say, the guard, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and 17 as we come to the end of the quarter.
I don't think I've done anything in my life 113 times. Taekwon Hale ends the first half with a sack. Kings out in front, 14-7 in this one. Sticking right here in Duval County, the Jacksonville Kings playing host today to the Carolina Skyhawks. Stephen Hacker and Stuart Zomelia running the stats truck for us, doing a great job, and appreciative of both of them for being here and everyone on the stats team who does an incredible job of keeping us broadcasters honest. Here is South, checks it down underneath on 2nd and long. Very smart play there, Gerald. Picks up what he can get, doesn't force the ball downfield. Zoma with the grab.
Tight end Zoma was a fullback here at one time. First, the tight end gets the yards back for the loss on the sack. Brings up a big 3rd and 10 here for Carolina.
Who says fullbacks aren't important? There's 2 of them on this Carolina roster. One just shadows as a tight end. South on the corner route deep. Bobbled and incomplete. It's dropped by Harish Prasad.
Take a picture of that because that doesn't happen that often with Harish Prasad. Double covered. There might have been a little bit of contact there, just enough to get that ball jarred loose. But either way, it's going to bring up the undrafted rookie Desmond Doss here for the punt.
Doss going to try and pin Jacksonville deep and see if Carolina potentially has adjusted their defense to what might be going on. Snap back, punt is away. This one will flip the field and come down around the 23, returned out to the 25, and that is where Jacksonville will bring the offense back out. Marcus Dunhill leads the way for this Jacksonville Kings offense. Jared Willis, the running back. Zachary Patton, Grayson Willis, Kingston Ellington, and Shea Carroll, the receivers. Jack Wall, Talon Steele, the tight ends. Brian French, Alden Bleeker, and Olivia Bleeker are the offensive linemen, along with Jordan Bradshaw, the kicker. Start with 3 wide receivers, and they will give it off to Willis. Running right, and let's take you through the Carolina defense while they make a good play. Ryan Ray, John Nevels are the defensive ends. Phil Hall, Christopher Colon there, and that right there was Shravan Prasad, who joins Clint Hendershot and David Ware at the linebacker spots. Tristan Hatley, Mark Martin, Davidson Joseph are the cornerbacks. Daniel Valentine, happy Valentine's Day to him. Monte Wyatt and Kane Vasquez, the safeties for this Carolina defense. Here is the give, right side. Willis through 1, spins again, out of a 3rd. Willis can't stop spinning, won't stop spinning, picks up 7.
It's like you spin me right round, baby, right round. Unbelievable run there. Actually got discombobulated there, went the wrong way, but still found a way to get the 3rd down and 3, making a whole bunch of Skyhawks miss.
Big 3rd down here for Carolina. They're down by 7. A stop would be huge for the offense. Dunhill to throw, floats one, backside, tipped away. Great play there by Shravan Prasad.
Shravan Prasad comes with the pass deflection as Carolina finally figured out a way to stop Jacksonville's offense, and is going to get their offense back here on the field.
Making up for his brother's mistake. Harish drops the pass, and Shravan says, don't worry about it. I will make the stop myself. He had a huge tackle there in the on 1st down, and then the play on 3rd down to get the ball back. Howard McCoy on to send this one away. Carolina will try and set up for the return. This one will be fielded at the 29. Return left side, and he will get out to the 34-yard line, will Sam Avalos. That's where Carolina's offense will meet this Jacksonville defense again. Let's take you through that unit. Mike All, Taekwon Hale, the defensive ends. Buster Johnson and Forrest Dalton are the defensive tackles. John Martin, J.R. Lawless, and Garrett Hudson, the linebackers. Connor Darien, Terrence Pearson, and Bernard Gooden, the cornerbacks, along with Greg Gaines and Stuart Zomelia, are the safeties. Gun ace trips look here for Carolina. Shotgun snap. Deep shot. Oh, and just overthrew the receiver. That's Prasad again.
Just out of the reach of Prasad. Going back to that Jacksonville Kings defense, they have 5 rookies on this defensive field here. They got 2 on the defensive line with Buster Johnson, Forrest Dalton, Terrence Pearson, and you have a free agent signing in J.R. Lawless and Stuart Zomelia, the first round pick, number 12 from Annapolis.
2 backs offset to the left. They'll give it to Logan Jack. Jack can't make it through the first tackle. Nice open field play there by Connor Darien.
If you had not made that tackle on Logan Jack, he probably still would have been running, as there was a bunch of green in front of him. It's going to come down to another big third down here, 3rd and 5 for the Skyhawks.
Darien 6'2", 209, trying to take down the 5'11", 210-pound Logan Jack. That is strength on strength. Here's South on 3rd and 5. Completes across the middle. First down yardage, and the first time that we've heard from Heath McDaniel Jr. tonight.
The leading receiver on the team's 3 touchdown passes for the season. Just a nice little quick little slant, just quick hitter. Gets that first down. And a big-time drive saver for Carolina.
Check that corrected. Second time we've heard from McDaniel tonight. 28 yards on 2 grabs, 14 yards a pop for Heath. 1st and 10 now from the 47, just barely on Jacksonville's side of the field. And they will throw. First down toss is caught left side. That catch is made there by the tight end, Vince DeSantis, who is going to pick up 6.
Tackle there by Greg Gaines. You see a little bit of drawing back and forth there between DeSantis and Gaines. It comes up when they're coming up to the line pretty quick here on 2nd and 4.
3 backs in the backfield here. 2nd and 4 yards to go. They will give it right side. Logan Jack hurdles a man. Logan Jack with some room. Jack turning on the afterburners and threw one all the way down to the 18-yard line. Logan Jack. Oh, man, what a run.
Greg Gaines and Connor Darien comes up with the stop. As you see some great blocking downfield. As you saw a big number, 72 full power, 6'5", 315 lead the charge to get inside the red zone once again.
1st and 10 from the Jacksonville 18, and they're going to line up in that formation again. It worked once. We'll see if it'll work again against this 4-3 look of Jacksonville. Hanzo in the backfield. They'll instead give it to Jack. Jack threw one. Jack threw another. Shake and bait.
God.
We'll see you later, Wolverine. Touchdown, Carolina, excuse me.
Wow, what a cutback by Logan Jack. Wow, what a run. There's going to be a highlight for week number 4. As watch just cut right there, just makes the guy absolutely miss and goes in untouched. Logan Jack already 91 yards in the game. Carolina came in with a pretty vaunted rushing attack, averaging 107 yards a game. Going to be well over that. And it's a big-time tie score, a tying touchdown for Carolina with the extra point pending.
Man, guess who's Jack again. He is in the end zone, and a huge score there, which sets the Carolina Skyhawks right even with the Jacksonville Kings at 14 apiece. And Carolina needed that, and it's all based on their defense, which was able to get a stop. Gerald, oftentimes we credit the offense, but really, for a minute there, it looked like with Jacksonville getting the stop on the offense that they might start running away with this thing.
Yeah, you were kind of worried that they went down the field twice, then having to punt the ball away to Jacksonville. Maybe just could get, like you said, it can be a runaway here, but they've made the adjustments to stop Jacksonville's offense. So let's see what they can do here.
Return here only out to the 23-yard line. Nice balance for Carolina. 8 passes, 11 runs. They've done a good job of kind of splitting out between the run and the pass, which, is super important to make sure that you keep your opponent guessing.
I was at the beginning of the broadcast, looking Jack averaging nearly 25 touches a game, already has 12.
Now, time to flip the field. Jacksonville will have the ball, and Dunhill fires across the middle. That one is caught. The underneath and the deep middle for Carolina has been open today, and that's where Dunhill has been making his money.
Definitely, especially with the 3 deep balls to 1 Grayson Willis. Still have 28 yards a pop on 3 catches. Let's see what the Carolina's defense can do here on 2nd and short.
2 tight ends out on the field. Carolina in a 4-3 look with the slot cornerback walked up to the line. Give off left side. Willis through 1. Can't get through the second tackle. Nice open field play there. That's David Ware.
Ware coming up with a great stop. As you saw, Jared Willis busting through that first tackle, coming up with a big stop. And here comes another big 3rd down for this Carolina defense.
2 receivers wide, single back in the backfield, offset to the right. Here's Dunhill, throws on the run and almost made the biggest mistake of the night there. Got a little too comfortable.
A little too cute there. As you see, number 59, Clint Hendershot, the 11th season vet, coming up with the pick. Should have had an interception. The 2-time All-Star going over from the GC Dragons. But another huge stop here for the Carolina defense.
Yeah, the defense for Carolina has buckled down. Their 2 opening drives for Jacksonville looked about as easy as it could get. And since then, Carolina has put the brakes on Jacksonville here in the second quarter. Return from Avalos only out to the 33, and that is where we'll see Carolina's offense step back out. Do you have a hot take? Want to show your appreciation for the SFL or show some love to any of your teammates? You can get on the league's new show, SFL Crunch Time. They want to hear from you. All you got to do is post a video on Twitter with your take or shout out and use the hashtag SFL Crunch Time, and you may just appear on the show this week. Want more details? You can DM Josh Circle on Discord, and we will see you in Crunch Time. South, 7-step drop, fires deep down the middle. See you later. Huge touchdown for the Skyhawks. No one is going to catch Tony Zoma.
Tony Zoma going to the end zone. You don't see that from a tight end, a big deep route, but there was just nobody there. Got behind Stuart Jamelia, and then it was just nothing but green grass until he gets to the paint. And just like that, Carolina takes the lead.
Might as well call him Tony Zuma because he was gone and he had some speed on those legs. I tell you what, fullback turned tight end turned sprinter. And just like that, Carolina puts themselves out in front for the first time tonight. And Matt South, 7 of 9, now 129 yards. If they can get some deep shots to combine. And hold on, that extra point is blocked.
Just when you think something and things are going right for Carolina, a big extra point miss that could come back to haunt Carolina later on in this ball game. We'll see what happens here, but Carolina's defense has definitely shown up in this second quarter and has held Jacksonville off the scoreboard.
That could weigh big. It is only a 6-point deficit now instead of a full 7. Kick is away. Return here. Come out across the 20. Oh, smacked in the mouth.
Guy. Oh, big number 85. That's the backup tight end, Greg Richardson. Oh, 6'5", 255. Should not be able to run downhill like that to make that stop. Wow.
Who says there's plenty of love in the I-95 rivalry? The backups are hitting here, and we're only in the second quarter. Trips tight formation here for Jacksonville. Single back in the backfield is Willis. They'll fire it outside. That is caught Ellington, who will pick up the first down to the 33.
That's a great play call. as two wide receivers jump to the inside, left Ellington wide open. Gets the 10 yards exactly for the first down, but they're coming up to 5 minutes left to go in the first half.
That'll set up first down at the 33. Quick moving there. Here's Dunhill. Short drop, fires across the middle. Caught, and that is Jack Wall for another first down. This Jacksonville offense trying to get back to where they started the game.
Nice little catches coming up here. First downs on back-to-back throws. Dr. Dunhill right now, 13 of 16 for a $173 and 2 scores. Let's see if they get this momentum going.
Here is Willis on the trap play. He'll pick up 5. Willis has had some good runs and some to forget.
And this is Clint Hendershot coming up there, grabbing him by the ankles and pulling on for dear life. As you see, Jared Willis now 5 of 10 for 23 yards, averaging 3.8, which is basically what he's been doing for the season, averaging 3.1 coming into the game.
Over 6,000 yards in Jared Willis's career. He's added 23 more tonight so far. Dunhill, short drop, fires outside, caught, and that'll be first down yardage there. Talon Steele, second grab of the night for him.
Seems like Jacksonville has gone away from the deep passes and now coming underneath because of the adjustments that the Carolina defense has made. He's taking what the defense will give him. It's coming up big.
3 wide receivers wide. Nickel look here out of the Carolina Skyhawks defense. Dunhill will hand it off for the 7th time tonight, and Willis, trying to make something out of nothing, will pick up the first down to the 30. And for a second there, Gerald, it looked like he was not going to go down.
Tristan Hatley comes up with a stop, and man, watch the footwork here. Jerry Willis to the line, just a nice little hot jump cut, then another nice spin move there, and it comes up with another huge run. It's going to bring up another first down here for Jacksonville, this time at the Carolina 30.
These teams are certainly putting on a highlight reel, and we're going to have to check the highlights on the SFL YouTube later, but still plenty of football game in this one to see who might come out on top. 3 minutes to go here in the second, and Dunhill will check it off short. That one might have been the shortest play of Jacksonville's night, still managed to pick up 5 with it.
Nice little dump off to Jack Wall. I think was looking for Grayson Willis, but was definitely covered. Just takes a nice little short dump off. Safe pass play to avoid the interception.
8 and 9 yards averaged per play between these two offenses. They are humming. Neither quarterback has made too big of a mistake. Just 5 incompletions between the two. Willis in a crowd, and he'll get wrestled down. Pickup of a couple. Shrevon Prasad on the not Shrevon Prasad. That was Mark Martin, the cornerback, who got in there.
Mark Martin coming up with a great little stop there. Just going to bring up a huge third down for this defense here. Can they make Jacksonville kick the field goal here? See Logan in the backfield. Sorry, not Logan, Jared Wilson in the backfield.
Will take us to the 2-minute warning here in the second quarter. A 6-point lead for the Carolina Skyhawks. We'll see how Jacksonville finishes this drive. Duval County, the scene for tonight's game, right on the banks of the St. Johns River. Andy Hamilton along with Gerald Giudice. 3rd and 4 for the Kings wearing purple. Dunhill, short drop, quick throw, and that one's incomplete. Oh, the throw was a little bit late for as quick as it was, and it was deflected away from Grayson Willis.
You got to thank big number 92, Phil Hall, coming in there quickly to get a hit on Marcus Dunhill to hold him to a field goal. Phil Hall is having a great season so far. Coming in the 4 games, he's averaging a sack and 2 tackles for loss a game. So great play there by Phil Hall to make him kick a field goal.
Jacksonville will try and cut this lead to just a single point, and they will call on Bradshaw to try and do it. Kick up and good from Bradshaw from 40 yards, and it'll be 17-20.
With just under 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Let's see if Carolina can find some way to get some points here on the board. It'd be a battle here coming into the third quarter. But let's see what these offenses can do here right now. Let's see what Carolina's offense can do right now. It's $1:54 on the clock.
Dunhill, 15 of 19 with 2 touchdown passes tonight. Matt South will try and answer again based off this return, which will get them out to the 24. South has only thrown it 9 times tonight, Gerald. It has 129 yards, though.
He's really been benefiting from a revamped ground game for Carolina. Carolina last year was in the bottom 4 with averaging 70 yards a game. They are 37 yards better, and it's showing in the passing stats of one Matt South.
3 wide against a nickel look. Tight end Zoma is down on the line. Here is South, who will check it down to the halfback, Logan Jack, who will pick up 5 yards to the 29. No, not a lot of urgency here, Gerald. You got to be careful, though. You don't want to give Jacksonville too much time.
I think they're just going to go in and play safe. If they can get it to the hands of the playmakers and they can break tackles, that's fine. But I don't know if you're going to see the big bombs coming here from Carolina.
They hit Zoma on a 67-yard pass for a touchdown last drive. See what they do here on 2nd and 5. Deep shot here from South. Caught in one-on-one coverage. We might see you later. And we won't. A huge tackle to save the touchdown there from Greg Gaines. But Heath McDaniel Jr. down the sideline in one-on-one. Mosses the defender.
Wow, how was that ball completed? It looked like it was perfect coverage, but it finds its way in the hands of Heath McDaniel. And I thought we were going to play safe. Right now they're at the 10.
Flip out. Jack will get to the 8. Carolina takes a timeout. It was almost better for the Skyhawks than him going in because it gives Jacksonville less time to get the ball back.
Yeah, they can run a little bit more clock off there, but wow, what a throw by Matt South to get it to Heath McDaniel there on the. Basically, it was just an up route. All done. Let's see if they can punch it in here. They are in field goal range, so Matt South, you need to be careful with the football.
2nd and goal from the 8. 45 ticks on the clock left. Here is South on a 7-step drop. South fires right side of the end zone. Wide open receiver. Harish Prasad ain't dropping that one. 6 for the Skyhawks.
Not making the mistake there, making up for the drop earlier. And wow, just right down the field for Carolina. Scores a touchdown to take the lead to 10 points. Harish Prasad just wide open in the back corner of the end zone. And just use an eye to do nothing but look at that ball sail into the hands of Harish Prasad. And Carolina, wow, what a drive there. Goes down the field in a $1:14.
Well, and the key, Gerald, is that Carolina kicked off to start this football game, so they're going to get the ball out of the halftime break. They can double up here if they can keep Jacksonville out of the end zone on their drive. It would be a huge swing of momentum, especially in a game like this where these two teams are dueling back and forth with touchdowns.
Yeah, if they can, like you said, do the double dip there and get the score at the end, the beginning of the third quarter. But hey, you can't knock Jacksonville out yet. 40 seconds with Marcus Dunhill and that powerful offense. Who knows? They can drive down the field and score in 40 seconds.
Dunhill's longest completion of the night is 38 yards to Grayson Willis. We'll see what he can do here with just 40 seconds and all 3 timeouts for the Kings. Return here will be important, and it will get out to the 24-yard line. And that's where we'll see Dunhill and this offense come out. We'll see what they do. Dunhill has thrown it 19 times tonight, completed 78% of those throws for 2 scores, and a QBR so far, Gerald, of 142.1. Really, nothing to complain about.
Neither team has really been hindered offensively. I mean, a couple of good stops here for Carolina, but Jacksonville's playing really well.
They'll start with a run with Willis. Willis only able to pick up 3 before being brought to the ground.
I'm surprised by that play call. You'd think with 40 seconds and those wide receiver weapons that you have, you'd go down the field. I think Jacksonville might just be happy to take this into the halftime down 10.
Well, don't speak too soon, Gerald. They've had big plays down the middle out of this formation before. 2 deep safeties right now for Carolina. Let's see if they both stay back there. No, they will both lurk up. And Dunhill going to take the deep shot down the middle. Caught, but time has expired. Carolina survives that one. And Jacksonville will run the timeout. We'll head to the halftime break, Gerald. Any time that Jacksonville goes 4 wide, it just looks a little bit dangerous. Luckily for Carolina, they avoid that one, though, and make it to the halftime break up by 10. Second half coming your way here, live from Jacksonville, Florida. Andy Hamilton along with Gerald Giudice, Stephen Hacker, and Stuart Zomelia running the stats truck for us, doing a wonderful job of keeping up with both quarterbacks and offenses because they are running around and scoring a lot of points, picking up a lot of yards, and we really appreciate them for making sure that we have as close to accurate numbers as possible so that we can, keep up with everyone on the field. I mean, that's the whole point of the league, right?
I mean, here comes Matt South back on the field. Had a great first half. 11 for 13, 207. He scores a QBR of 158.3, with the leading receiver being Heath McDaniel. He catches for 92 yards.
They will start with a quick throw across the middle. That catch is made. That might be Zoma again. He ran a much shorter route that time than what we've seen before, and it was good. It is not Zoma, though.
Well, you see the big-time offense here. You see Zoma, who we were talking about before, with the 67-yard grab, and Heath McDaniel with a 64-yard grab. They're usually seeing Jacksonville with that kind of a big play, but Carolina's turning the table.
South throws the out route. There's Zoma. He has first down yardage and will step out of bounds at the Carolina 40-yard line. The catch earlier made by Odinson.
Zoma comes with another first down. I like the mixing of the running and the passing right now. Very balanced attack. 11 runs, now 15 throws for Carolina. Very balanced attack.
Gun split spread look here for Carolina. Going to take a deep shot, and it's overthrown. South could not connect there with McDaniel Jr. They did connect on that earlier, circled it on the play sheet, came back to it, but couldn't make the connection.
I think Matt South might have just rushed the throw there. Had a little bit of a happy feet, and I don't know why he had plenty of time to maybe get McDaniel Jr. to go to break toward the sideline. But the ball falls incomplete. Only his third incompletion of the game.
They'll go with the same formation. South fires across the middle, off the mark again. 2 in a row from South, missed the receiver.
This time he was looking for Sam Avalos, and this is going to come up here to a 3rd and 10. This is a big third down conversion coming up here, because if Carolina can keep this momentum going and get another score, could possibly make this a 3-score game. But the last 2 throws have definitely been errant by Matt South.
They need to get across the 50 to move the chains. 5 wide here for South. Going to take a shot on the deep route, and it's collected. Cash in the bank there for Carolina. Harish Prasad had a couple drops, but he's back.
You have a safety blanket of Harish Prasad. Unbelievable. Over 7,000 yards in his career and 50 touchdowns. It's a nice little high pointing the ball. And that big first down to get to the Jacksonville 32-yard line.
See a new gentleman in the chat, Antone Pleasant. Hello and welcome to the Simulation Football League. You, sir, can join our Discord, and then we can get you out on the field as a player relatively soon. Slants here across the middle, good for 9. That catch made there again. That is going to be the backup wide receiver. That's Cameron Walsh.
See John Martin there with the stop. Coming up here on a 2nd and short. This is where you'd love to see Logan Jack get that football. He's making a lot of people miss.
They will give it to him. Jack with plenty of blockers out to the left side. Bye. See you later. Touchdown, Skyhawks.
That is killer, as you had some great blocking on the outside. Vittorio Hanzo again coming up with a huge block, but and once he made that cut to the outside, there was no one there. As you see, look at Hanzo right there. Big block there, just knocking everybody down. And just an easy, just little jaunt to the end zone. Hatari Hanzo is making Logan Jack look fantastic as they put another touchdown on the board, his third rushing touchdown of the game.
It has been quite a while since Carolina has defeated the Jacksonville Kings. In order to find the game where they did, you would have to go, Gerald, all the way back to season 7, week 4. That's August 21st, 2016, where they beat Jacksonville here in this building 20-17. They currently hold a 34-17 lead.
That's huge because, like I said, coming into this game, they've only been averaging 20 points a game the last 12, and they've already put up 34 here just inside the third quarter.
Return here for Jacksonville. Look out! Someone was trying to take it the distance, did not get there. The final tackle made, but a huge return there. Zachary Patton making his impact on special teams, gets him out to the 35.
Rookie trying to make a big play, gets him out to the 35, was one tackle away from possibly taking it to the house. Let's see if Jacksonville can find the riddle that is now Carolina's secondary.
Two tight ends on the field. Single back in the backfield. Two receivers wide. Give Willis right up the middle. Willis shakes and bakes. Picks up 9.
Expecting a pass. Great call there. Expecting them to throw the football being down 17. Gets a nice handoff to Jared Willis for a great pickup of 9 yards.
Willis tonight, 10 carries, 53 yards, 5.3 yards per carry if you're not great at math. Here is the short drop. Dunhill fires out to Willis. Willis spins back inside and then finally tackled out of bounds to add to those 10 runs. He has 3 catches now.
Finally gets more than a half a yard per reception as he gets that first down, just gets past the first down marker, and then makes another person miss. We've seen a lot of missed tackles in this game by both of these running backs, just on their side of the 50-yard line at the 49.
Single back offset to the left. 2 receivers and a pro look. Here is a short drop. Dunhill fires outside, and Willis will pick up 2. Gets only to midfield for Carolina's Shravon Prasad makes the tackle.
To the midfield stripe coming up here with 8 minutes. This is a big drive. Jacksonville needs to get some points on this drive. They prefer to get a touchdown, but 3 points will get it to a 2-score game. But you got to find some points here on this drive.
Here's the formation Jacksonville has benefited out of. 1 deep safety for Carolina. Got to watch him. He starts coming up. Here is the throw across the middle. Complete. First down yardage. Talon Steele. Ellington hauls it in.
Ellington with that, like you said, that middle or the deep has been wide open when they get in that set. When they get in that set, like you mentioned before, it's just scary because they have so many weapons. And Carolina right now is living on the edge, trying to stop them here as they're driving down to the 36.
Two receivers wide. Here's the 5-step drop. Dunhill fires on the out route. That is caught. Feet and bounds for Shea Carroll. A 5-yard pickup, which looks very pedestrian in comparison to where they've hit him earlier in the game.
Oh, definitely pedestrian. That's I believe that was his 3rd catch of the game, or his 5th catch of the game. Oh, see what happens if they're spreading the ball around. A lot of people having 2 and 3 receptions already, but we have yet to hear from the rookie, number 10, Zachary Patton.
2 receivers, bottom of the screen. Single back is Willis in a 4-3 look out of Carolina. Flip outside. Willis with room for the first down and more. Shoved out of bounds at the 21.
And if you can hit him in stride, he can just get that frame moving. He's going to be tough to bring down. As Jacksonville basically looking like they did in the first 2 drives of this ball game, just marching down the field easy right now on this Carolina defense.
First and 10 from the Carolina 21. Jacksonville down by a bushel. Have to try and get back into it. Short drop. Here's the throw right side, and that is, collected! Kingston Ellington!
Kingston Ellington used every bit of that 6-5 frame to go up and get that ball. And he takes a big pop there at the end. He couldn't catch the number, but made a great catch and was able to hold on to that ball. And it's going to be first and goal here at the 4.
Took it right off the dome of Mark Martin, and it'll set him up first and goal here at the 4-yard line. Knock it on the door. They'll give it to Willis. Willis, tackled from behind, will pick up half the distance.
Great stop there for Carolina. You see big old number 99 on Chevron Passad making a huge stop. The season 15 All-Star in his 8th season.
2 tight ends on the field. 2 receivers out. Willis the lone back. They'll give it to him on a little bit of a power play, and he is in. Touchdown, Jared Willis. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
That is a big-time drive by Marcus Dunhill, Jared Willis, and the Jacksonville Kings as they get to the end zone to hopefully cut this within 10 points. Wow, what a drive and a great touchdown for Jared Willis. His first rushing touchdown of the game, his 3rd of the season.
Jack's data has set the over-under at 54.5. We have beat that, and there's still plenty of football game left. Only 5:43 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Still a whole another 11 minutes after that. Snap down, kick is up, and it is good. Now 24-34, Jacksonville cuts it back to 10, Gerald.
At 10 points now, a 2-score game, but now look again at that missed extra point that was blocked by Carolina earlier. This would take Jacksonville 2 touchdowns to win the game, but now it's only a touchdown and a field goal to tie. Let's see if Carolina can somehow, again, answer the call offensively to Jacksonville's touchdown.
Carolina will return this one out across the 20-yard line and only out to the 23. Some beautiful jerseys tonight, purple and yellow for Tallahassee, silver and red for Carolina. If you want to get jerseys, you can visit the SFL website, simulationfl.net, for links to apparel from Sector 6, the official apparel provider for the Simulation Football League, and SFL mini helmets from 97 Sports Promotions. Sector 6 has replica team jerseys and customized jackets, flags, t-shirts, and more. You can get the gear the fans wear with Sector 6, 97 Sports Promotions, and the SFL. South fires outside, caught, and a pickup of 9. And Gerald, if you, we're supposed to remain unbiased on the call, but which jerseys are catching your eye tonight?
I like both jerseys. I love the silver for Carolina, but man, that purple and yellow for Jackson was just it's just royalty just to watch those jerseys.
Very neutral of you. Hand off to the right side, and Logan Jack has the first down out to the 34.
Said not to be biased, so hey, that's just play it right down the middle. But a great run there by Logan Jack. Looked like he was going to get stopped there in the backfield, but once again just keeps those legs turning and gets that first down.
Gun bunch left look here for Carolina. Unique formation. South going to just check it down here. Logan Jack angles back inside. Probably should have gone outside on that one.
There was nowhere to go as John Martin comes up with the stop, along with, I believe, that was Terrence Pearson. And one of the few plays that Logan Jack gets that doesn't gain any yards here in this game to bring up a 2nd and 10.
I-Twins formation, 4-3 look out of this Jacksonville defense on 2nd and 10. They'll give it to Jack right up the middle, and Jack stuffed again, only gets a yard there.
Another tackle there by John Martin, just coming up big in this ball game. It's going to come up a 3rd and 9. And boy, if Carolina wants to keep this momentum, they got to get the first down here. It's going to be a big call here on 3rd and long.
3 receivers in a bunch to the bottom. Single receiver to the top. South in the gun with Jack sidecar left. Here is South, deep corner shot, and it's picked off! A huge play by Jacksonville to turn the tide and the momentum. Connor Darien.
Connor Darien with the first turnover of this ball game. That's South trying to find his receiver, but this time it falls into the hands of Connor Darien. And don't look now, Little Mo is wearing that purple and yellow jersey right now. As you see the stats coming up there, the first turnover of the ball game, stats are pretty much even. See a lot of rushing yards there for Carolina. Let's see if Jacksonville can cash this turnover in to get it within a score.
See if they can turn the Darien pick into points. This completion underneath is good for 6 yards there. Grayson Willis with the grab.
Grayson Willis getting a kind of a low throw there by Marcus Dunhill, but somehow coming up with the grab, bringing up 2nd and 4 here. 3 minutes to go here in the third quarter. This is a big drive for both teams.
3 receivers wide. Nickel look here out of Carolina. 1 safety lurking deep. 1 has shifted over to this right side. Here is Dunhill going to fire across the middle. Caught. Complete there. Shea Carroll out to the 38 of Carolina. You just hold your breath, Gerald, anytime this Jacksonville team spreads them out.
They are just killing the middle of the field. Once they get the spread formation, they just seem like they're just finding a hole in the zone and just sitting there. And boy, Marcus Dunhill is making hay right now. 23 of 27, 85% completion percent.
Shea Carroll caught 83% of his throws his way tonight. We'll see if he gets involved down the stretch. Down by 10 are the Kings. Fire outside. That one is caught. Turning upfield is Willis. Ooh, they'll mark him short. Interesting mark.
That's his 5th catch of the ball game. Coming in, Jacksonville had really spread the ball out quite well with their receivers. They have 5 receivers with 10 catches or more, ranging from 19 to 10. So it's a very well distributed pass offense for Jacksonville.
Here is the throw. Going to take a deep shot. Oh, Carolina almost took it away. They had a huge opportunity there. Monte Wyatt, could not cash the check.
Monte Wyatt, that's one of those things. That's one of the times you have to bring that ball in. Marcus Dunhill's having a horrible year with interceptions right now. You have to bring that ball in. Looking, I believe it was Talon Steele, going to bring up a 3rd in inches rather, with just over 2 minutes to go here. Let's see if Jacksonville gives it to Jerry Willis. He's averaging 4.8 yards a carry.
No fullback in the game, just Willis in the backfield. 2 tight ends offset here to the right. 4-3 look out of Carolina. They will stay in the middle. Here's the handoff. Willis has it and more down inside the 20 to the 17.
Wow. 3rd in inches, and Willis gains about 11 yards on the run. Extends the drive, getting down to the 17. You just the hole just wide open up the middle. I think that stuff the middle, knowing that force Willis to go to the outside, maybe get some containment right up the gut. Another first down here for the Jacksonville Kings.
They threw the go route here to Steele on the last time they ran this play. They'll flip it outside, and it's deflected away. Very smart play there by David Ware, the linebacker.
David Ware made that play earlier in the ball game, the same type of throw, and fool me once, you can't fool me twice. Great play there to bring up 2nd and 10.
From the 17, they can pick up a first down at the 7-yard line. 1:37 to go here in the third quarter. 3 receivers split out. Single back offset to the left is Jared Willis. Nickel look here out of Carolina. Here is Dunhill going to fire on the out route. That's caught. Turning upfield and staying in bounds is Shea Carroll. Interesting there. I would have to get a second look at the feet, but for now, it'll be a 1st and goal play to the 6.
Nice play, tightrope in the sidelines here. Let's see if we can get a angle here. See if he stayed in bounds. A nice little quick thing. And stayed right in bounds. What field presence there by Shea Carroll to stay in bounds, get that first down, and drive it to the 6-yard line here with 92 seconds left to go in the third.
You'd think his middle name was Butter. That was pretty smooth there. Two receivers split out here. Two tight ends on the line for Jacksonville. Marcus Dunhill under center. Willis in the backfield against a 4-3. Dunhill fires outside, and that's cash money for Grayson Willis. A touchdown for Jacksonville, cuts into the lead.
The third different Kings receiver with a touchdown. Willis matching Shea Carroll and Jack Wall. That's about as easy of a touchdown as you can see. Right there, nobody in the frame. It was a great route. Looking like we're going to throw it to Jared Willis, the safety bit. Just left Grayson Willis wide open. As you see tonight, 1 touchdown, 105 on 6 catches. What a game we have right now here. They can cut it within 3.
Back and forth we go. Just when it looked like Jacksonville might be dead in the water, the Kings have fought back. And with this extra point, which is up and good, it'll be a 3-point difference, 31-34.
And in close games like this, the turnovers battle is huge coming into this game. Carolina, the turnover differential of 0. Jacksonville's actually at -2, now at -1 with that pick. And they cashed it in for a touchdown to make it a 3-point ball game. Let's see what Matt South here, Logan Jack, and the Carolina offense can do. Let's see if they can extend that lead.
Here come the Skyhawks out across the 20 to the 25. Gerald, 6 hours, 34 minutes separate these two franchises on the road. Right down I-95 is the only way to get right here to Jacksonville. And right here on Monday night, we're enjoying the contest between the two teams. 65 total points scored.
Jack's data was a little bit short on their projection here, but man, they're usually right on the money, but they're right on the money right here with Jacksonville. If they can take it over here.
Flip outside here, and a spin move keeps him in bounds. What a huge play there from Logan Jack, embarrassing 2 defenders on the sidelines.
Well, what can you say about Logan Jack? What a run after catch. He was dead, probably like right at the midfield, like right at the first down marker. It just makes 2 guys absolutely miss, and the inside linebacker John Martin has to clean up the miss by the 2 defenders. His 6th tackle of the game, but it doesn't stop Carolina from getting a first down on their side of the 45-yard line.
Gave him the old okie dokie, and it sets up Carolina at the 46. Here is the give. Why not feed the hot hand? Jack tried to do it again, and Jacksonville said, "Not again, Mr. Jack. We've seen that once before."
But this time, Gooden says, "No, thank you. You're going to go down for only a gain of 1 here." Brings up 2nd and 9 here, coming up to probably it's going to be the last play of the 3rd quarter.
South under center, 2 tight ends on the field, 2 receivers top of the screen against the 4-3. Here is the give outside to Logan Jack on the toss, and Jack will get out of bounds. 4 seconds to go. Gerald, they'll have to run one more.
Run more. It's a 3rd and about a half a yard here for the first down. And if you're Carolina, I mean, the way Logan Jack's running the football, 7.8 yards a carry with the lead block. If you put Tori Hanzo in there, probably going to be, and they're going to let the clock run out.
Heading to the 4th. Get your 4s up in chat. 3 points difference between these two teams. It's the I-95 rivalry, Carolina and Jacksonville. Andy Hamilton along with Gerald Giudice, Stephen Hacker, and Stuart Zomelia running the stats truck for us here in Duval County, Jacksonville, Florida. 2 backs in the backfield. They'll give. Jack has the first down and more, spinning inside to the 37.
But did you see the push that the Carolina Skyhawks offensive line got? Unbelievable. I mean, he had 2 yards of running room past the first down marker before he even got touched. Big first down there for Carolina.
3 receivers wide here. Matt South in the shotgun. Dime look out of Jacksonville. Going to take the deep shot down the sideline. Intercepted! Jacksonville's Connor Darien returns down the sideline and has a huge play for the Kings.
Daily double for Darien as he comes up with another interception. Another poorly thrown ball by Matt South as just underthrew him. Oh, if that ball was about 2 more yards, that would have been a touchdown. Connor Darian comes up with an interception. Like I said before, turnovers in a close game can be the difference. They cashed it in before. Can they do it again? This time a touchdown would give them the lead.
Two tight ends on the line. Single back is Willis. Dunhill will start under center here. This drive to tie or take the lead in Jacksonville hopes. And here's Willis. A first run will open it up. And Gerald, speaking of huge runs, that has kind of been the story of tonight's game. And if you're going to tell a story, the best way you want to do it is with APM Music. APM Music, unrivaled music to bring your stories to life. They inspire every production with the world's most robust and constantly refreshed music collection, state-of-the-art technology, and world-class customer service. APM Music, official soundtrack of the Simulation Football League. You can explore their library and find perfect tracks for your project on apmmusic.com. Willis again. This story is the same as the last one, right up the gut.
By the offensive line for Jacksonville of Brian Prince, Olivia Bleeker, the two season 17 All-Stars, along with Alden Bleeker, just opening up holes now. Jared Willis, 15 carries for 83 yards, averaging 5.5 a tote.
Here is the give. Willis again, this time off the right side, is stuffed. Huge play there for Carolina as they get some momentum back. They'll force a 3rd and 4 from midfield.
Again, David Ware coming up huge there with the tackle, bringing up 3rd and 4 just on the other side of the midfield stripe. Let's see if Carolina's defense can hold Jacksonville to a punt.
Huge play here. They'll give it to Willis on 3rd and 4. Willis not going to get there. Carolina's defense makes it 4th and 1 at the 47. Gerald, do you go for this?
8:51 to go. You're only down 3. I would try to pin them deep. Your defense has come alive here with a couple turnovers. Pin them deep, and you might even get a shorter field.
Monte Wyatt with the stop. Offense still out on the field. They could run an out route to the top of the field and have the first down easily. Carolina playing off here against this Jacksonville team. Dunhill trying to use the hard count to draw them off. Carolina looks smart to it. Play clock under 5, and Dunhill will have to take a timeout.
Great discipline there by the front 4 of Carolina, of Ryan Ray, John Neville, Phil Hall, Christopher Colon, just not jumping off sides. They tried the hard count. I think Marcus was a little bit upset. I think he really wanted to go for it right there. But I think this is the safe play. Punt him, pin him deep. If your punter there, if Howard McCoy can just pin him inside the 5, it'll give them a good chance to get the ball back with probably the same field position.
Carolina looks like they might come after this. We'll see if they back out of it. They will rush, and McCoy gets it off. We'll try and pin this one deep. Avalos will field it at the 10, only get out to the 12 before being brought down, and that is where we will see this Monday night game come to fruition. And Gerald, speaking of Monday night, the SFL is spotlighting 4 games in their own time slot on Monday night, starting next week, Monday, February 21st, Baltimore versus Queen City. You can see players on camera while they watch themselves on the field, listen to coaches break down their opponent and their strategy in real time. SFL royalty joined the broadcast as guests for rare on-camera interviews, and we even flipped the camera angle so you can see the action from a whole new perspective. Visit simulationfl.net for a complete MNF schedule and details. I am looking forward to that.
So am I. That's going to be a nice little new look into the SFL here. But now we get back to what's on the field right now. 7:50 to go. 2nd and 5 here from the 17.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that just as much as I am for next Monday. 3 in the backfield. Give Logan Jack right side. Jack re-angles himself, spins back inside, will only pick up half of it, and now Jacksonville, a huge 3rd down opportunity here for themselves to try and get off the field.
You see Buster Johnson, the Sortamelia, coming up there with the stop. Here it's a big 3rd and 2 here for Carolina. They are 5 of 8 right now on 3rd down. They desperately need to get their 6th one.
They run it for the 18th time tonight, and Jack has the first down to the 23.
Wow, big first down there. Logan Jack tries to make the move to go to the outside. Jacksonville contained him, but not before he just crossed the line again to get that first down. Now 6 of 9 for 3rd down, but it keeps the drive alive and the clock moving.
2 receivers, bottom of the screen, 2 backs in the backfield. 4-3 look out of Jacksonville. South changes the play at the line. Going to throw outside into triple coverage and nearly intercepted. Bernard Gooden got a hand on it.
Bernard Gooden with the pass deflection. Matt South has looked shaky here in this 4th quarter. I think you need to just get the ball in the hands of Logan Jack and try to run out this clock. There's another turnover by Matt South here could be costly to your football team.
3 in the backfield. Logan Jack dots the I behind the 2 in front of him. They'll give it to him off this right side with blockers, and Jack will pick up 5. Carolina trying to burn some clock as they move down the field, and that's a smart move.
And just give the ball to give him to your workhorse. He has 25 touches right now, 26 touches on that carry, 19 carries for a $135. I think if you're going to win this ball game, if you're Carolina, you got to ride the back of number 26, Logan Jack.
Shotgun look here. 3 receivers wide for Matt South. Nickel look here out of Jacksonville. South sees something he likes. Will throw the out route to the top of the screen. Has the first down. Beautiful change of play by Matt South.
You have to using Logan Jack as a decoy. He comes up with a big first down. Again, now 7 of 10. First 3rd down conversions, 2 straight on this drive, and it keeps that clock running now with 6 minutes to go in the ball game.
South was able to connect with Heath McDaniel Jr. there. Now they'll go gun bunch left. 1st and 10 look. South under pressure will just have to check it down. Jack gonna lose 2 yards. Nice speed play there to make the tackle was Terrence Pearson.
Up to 2nd and 12. Smart play to check it down. The receivers were well blanketed there on the outside. Made a smart play to check it down and not force the ball to maybe having his 3rd interception of the ball game.
Gun spread look. Nickel look out of Jacksonville. South again changing the play a little bit. He will look to throw. Pressure in his face. Fires to Jack. Another loss of 3. Bernard Gooden on that one, and it's going to force Carolina into 3rd and long.
3rd and 15. If you're Jacksonville, this is where you want to be right now defensively. Matt South looked shaky with 2 picks so far in the 2nd half. Let's see if Jacksonville's defense can step up here for the big stop.
Gun straight look for Matt South to take a 3-step drop. Pressure coming, has to unload down the middle, and it's incomplete. Was not able to find the receiver. Darian was in the area, and it'll be 4th down.
Darian looking for the hat trick. Ball falls incomplete. Now the punt unit comes on, and it's going to be on the arm of Marcus Dunhill to see if they can come down here with a game-tying or possibly game-leading drive here with 4:46 to go.
Desmond Doss on to punt this one away. The rookie went undrafted this season, and they're calling on him in a big moment as they try and get to 3 and 2. Kick is away, and here is the return. It's a nice punt, and the return only out to the 33, but Jacksonville just down by 3 in decent field position with 4.5 to go.
You know what happens right now is Marcus Dunhill comes out on the field here. Got about maybe 20, 25 yards to get in field goal range here. This is the biggest drive right now for Carolina's defense this season.
2 receivers top of the screen with plenty of cushion. Here's Dunhill, going to fire it out to Willis, though. Willis out of the backfield will pick up 7, 8, 9. Forget 7. He got 9, apparently.
Playing off them, I think you need to play a little bit tighter on these receivers and spy on somebody. Have someone spy on Jared Willis. If you have that kind of offensive play calling just to get wide open looks, They're going to come down in this field in a hurry.
Carolina in a 4-3, maybe even a 4-4. Here's the give up the middle, and Willis not going to get anywhere. 3rd and 2, a huge play for Carolina. Christopher Cologne.
For Cologne coming up there, the product from Las Vegas Fury coming over. This season comes up with a huge stop there. It's going to bring up 3rd and 2. Jacksonville needs a first down.
Trips tight here, top of the screen. Dunhill, short drop, quick throw, caught. Kingston Ellington takes the brunt of the hit, but has the first down.
They'll take that hit just going past the line. When they have that many receivers that you've got to play up on them. You can't give them that much room. Marcus Dunhill's going to pick you apart. A nice first down here, and it's coming with just over 3 minutes to go here. They don't need to get the other side of the 50-yard line of Carolina.
He's completed 82% of his passes. Just over 3 minutes to go here in the 4th. He'll throw again. Ellington, another grab, caught for 5 yards there before Hatley can drag him down.
Big open field tackle there by Tristan Hatley. That only has pulled them to a gain of 5 as they cross over the midfield stripe here. You're going to need about another, I'd say, 15 yards to get in field goal range here. Let's see what they can do here on 2nd and 5.
4-3 look out of Carolina. Again, playing off these receivers. The give is to Willis. And Willis! Stuffed like a turkey on Thanksgiving!
Well, I have the wrong holiday, even though it's Valentine's Day, but like you said, stuffed, and guess who's there? Big number 59, Clinton Hendershot coming over with a big hit there. 3rd and 6 here, just in front of the 2-minute warning.
4 receivers wide. Single back in the backfield is Willis. Play action here for Dunhill. Gonna take the deep shot. Dunhill almost picked off on the other end. Oh man, Monte Wyatt can't get his hands around that one either. His 2nd drop of the day.
That's a big drop there. That would have been probably a game sealer, but here, 4th and 6, you gotta feel that Jacksonville needs to go for it here. Is that the punting unit coming on the field? No way.
4th and 6 from midfield, over 2 minutes to go in the game, but they are going to call on McCoy to try and pin Carolina deep. Oh, Carolina almost got after it. Here is Avalos, who will turn it across the 15, and Avalos down to the 20, and that will be the 2-minute warning, a 3-point lead for the Skyhawks on the road, and they have the football. Gerald, the Jacksonville play calling in terms of clock management here is going to come into question. They only have 2 timeouts, and that 2-minute warning is before the first down play is ran, which means Jacksonville can only stop the clock twice. Give Logan Jack. Jack cut down for a gain of 1, and there's the first timeout.
And this is it was kind of interesting that they didn't go for it there on 4th and 6, but now you're going to see what Carolina can do here. You need a first down. A first down will basically salt this ball game away. Let's see what they do here on 2nd and 9.
Owner of Carolina, James Klein, says we need a first down, maybe 2. You just need 1. 1 first down will end this game. Here is Jack, but he won't go anywhere. This Jacksonville defense is buckling up. Buster Johnson with the tackle for loss.
3rd and 9. If you're Carolina, what do you do? Do you put it in the hands of Matt South? He's looked shaky so far in this second half. Or do you give it to Logan Jack to maybe get it to about maybe a $1.10 left here? Boy, this is a big call here.
Whatever you do, you got to be tackled inbounds. The clock has to run here, whether you throw or run it. South, short drop, looking to throw, pressure in his face, fires down smartly to Hattori Hanzo. Hanzo will pick up just a yard, but that's all right. That's okay if you're Carolina.
Yep, because that clock's going to run. You're going to punt the ball away with about a minute 5 seconds to go. You figure they're going to get possession about 58 seconds. But, man, no timeouts. All you have to do is get in field goal range, but here comes a huge punt for the rookie.
Doss is on, and I hope he waits the full time here. He is smartly going to let the play clock run down as much as possible. And if you're Carolina, that's all you're playing against really here. You need a good punt from Desmond Doss. The rookie will take the snap and punt it away. It's a little bit short. Oh, nope, sorry. It's going to come down at the 40. That's a good punt. Solid will put Jacksonville at the 43 with just 58 seconds left. And now it's a question of, can you guard all of the Kings?
And this is where Marcus Dunhill and this Jacksonville Kings offense can really be devastating with the 4 wide out look. Let's see if Carolina can just bunch up on the receivers here. Coming up 58 seconds on the clock.
Carolina, 1 safety deep. They have a safety walked up into the box. 4-2 look here out of the nickel. Here is Dunhill on a short drop, fires outside. Ellington just makes the catch over the outstretched arms there of Monte Wyatt.
Good gain of 6 yards and stops the clock. Only a 4 seconds run off there. They gotta watch the outside because they have no timeouts. They gotta keep them in bounds. You can't let any of these wide receivers get to the sideline.
Jacksonville has a rookie kicker. Jordan Bradshaw is 3 of 4 in his career. Dunhill fires across the middle. That one caught. Jack Wall tackled inbounds at the 42.
Gotta play up line. You're giving these wide receivers 8 to 10 yards. You cannot do that.
Here's Dunhill. Short drop again. Fires deep down the middle of the field. Caught! Collected at the 16! Kingston Ellington with the catch of the night!
30-some seconds to go. They can take a couple shots here into the end zone if they want to here.
5-step drop. Dunhill across the middle. Caught. Jack Wall tackled inbounds. Clock now down to 19, 18, 17. Wall celebrating instead of getting on the football. Down to 13, 12. Clock still rolling. Bradshaw hurried onto the field. Down to 3, 2. This will either tie it or send us home. Kick is up and good. It's good. Bradshaw, the rookie, nails it from 23, and we are going to get extra football.
Wow. Unbelievable.
Give us tails.
Wow.
Well, Gerald, they say Valentine's Day is all about heartbreak, hearts for love. In this case, a heart attack for Jacksonville. They rush the kicker out and tie the game up, and we have Carolina and the Kings going to overtime.
And they could have just spiked that ball and just made it a heck of a lot easier for the kicker. That's a lot of pressure to put on your rookie kicker, but Jordan Bradshaw comes through in the clutch. And now let's see if Carolina here can somehow, some way win this ball game if they get the ball first.
If you're new to the SFL, it is sudden death. The first score will win the game for either team, and the Carolina Skyhawks, Matt South in this offense, will start with the football.
Unbelievable game we got going right now. And on Matt South, 24-32 for 307. Logan Jack, 21 carries for 136. Let's see what they can do with the ball on the 24-yard line.
New game here, and they will start with a throw. South fires outside. There is a flag on the play. Tight end makes the catch on the screen, and it'll be good for 8.
Not many flags in this game. I think this is only the second flag we've seen tonight so far. Let's see what Rep 62 says it is.
That is a hold, and that is going to back Carolina up.
Not a good penalty there by the tackle, Jacob Combs. That's going to send them back, and that's not what you need right now. Going to bring up a first and long situation after that penalty. Let's see what Carolina can do here to maybe to gain some of that back after the holding call to make it 1st and 20.
Look at Matt South's numbers. Our stats team, Stephen Hacker and Stuart Zomalia, are on it. This throw outside. Oh, they are lucky it was caught because Connor Darien broke on that football. One of the fastest breaks on a screen for the tight end I've ever seen in my life.
Here they've been another second. That could have been a walk-in pick six. This Connor Darien has 2 interceptions so far this game. And that's going to bring up a 2nd and 19 after the gain of 1.
5 wide for Matt South. He's completed 75% of his passes tonight. South, deep drop, check down underneath. That is caught. It is good for 4 yards. Sam Avalos with the catch will make it 3rd and 15.
Huge 3rd down coming up if you want to keep this drive alive. And this is going to be big. Jacksonville has all the momentum right now. SF has got to find a way to break the momentum here. Get the 1st down. Get their offense in gear.
Gun straight look. Plenty of room here for the receivers to work. South, 5-step drop. Gonna fire it deep down the right-hand side, and it's incomplete. Almost picked off. A huge play there by the receiver, Prasad, to tackle the defender and keep it from being a turnover right there. And they're gonna give Desmond Doss a chance to punt it away.
Prasad playing the other side of the ball for this time. Matching Saran, becoming the defender there on that pass. That would have been an interception. But Jacksonville's going to get the ball in great field position, only needing a field goal to win.
Doss to kick this one away. Jacksonville trying to set up for the return. This kick is good as well. And here is the return out. Nice return to the 46 there. And that is where we will see Jacksonville's offense. They just need about 15, 20, maybe even 30 yards to get into field goal range.
I would say if they need at least 2 first down to 20 yards, and maybe walk this game off here. You see Jared Willis, 19 carries for 84 yards. They're already in the shotgun.
Got to watch this formation. Jacksonville has profited off of it all night down the deep middle of the field. Dunhill stands in the shotgun, sidecar right. It's a slants play. That throw is incomplete. Into traffic. Dangerous pass. Wyatt was there breaking on it.
Wyatt's having a great 4th quarter, and right now overtime. Another pass deflection, his 3rd of the ball game. Going to bring up a 2nd and 10.
3 receivers wide, tight end on the top side of the formation. Nickel look here out of Carolina. 2 deep safeties for the Skyhawks. 1 single back off to the right is Willis. They'll give it to him, and Willis goes down immediately. Phil Hall was having none of that.
All coming up with a big stop here. Now it's Jacksonville's turn to see what they can do here on 3rd and long, 3rd and 9. Probably going to go to that 4 wide set that they've normally been using, like you said. But this time it looks like the press coverage coming up here for Carolina.
Dime look out of the Skyhawks. Here is Dunhill to throw. Dunhill fires on the out route. That is caught and short of the sticks. Short of the sticks is the mark. And that one is going to be talked about in SFL circles for the entire week.
Wow. Unbelievable. Now here you're going 4th and 1. Do you go for it? Do you try to pin him deep? That was a big mistake there by Grayson Willis, not getting past the 1st down line before stopping. And it's going to be a punt situation here. Wow.
2nd time Jacksonville has gone conservative to punt it away in that area of the field. This one will bounce into the end zone for a touchback, Gerald. The other time you can remember it was in the 4th quarter with just under 2 minutes to play. Jacksonville punted it to Carolina. That worked out in their favor. We'll see if this one does as well or if Carolina just got gifted the game.
That's a big missed opportunity for Jacksonville. They pinned him deep with the penalty. Was able to get him back inside the 20 and just gave him the ball right back. Unreal.
4-3 look out of Jacksonville. 1st down for the Skyhawks. Matt South will hand it off. Logan Jack up the middle with plenty of room, and Jack rips off 8 to start this drive.
Matthews is going to get it to 2nd and very manageable here. And you can really open up the playbook and keep the defense guessing. Logan Jack, 31 touches for the game so far, 185 total yards, and 3 rushing touchdowns.
Carolina has not scored since the opening drive of the 2nd half. South, 5-step drop, fires down the middle, picked off! Intercepted by the Kings! A Jacksonville interception by Greg Gaines might have just put this one to bed.
Unbelievable mistake by Matt South. His 3rd interception of the ball game, and Gaines was just reading his eyes, trying to hit Tony Zoma across the middle. And this ball game right now could be over. I think you're going to see a couple runs here for Jared Willis just to get him closer, but man, this could be heartbreak here for the Skyhawks.
Trips tight, 3 receivers wide for Marcus Dunhill. They take over at the Carolina 29-yard line. Here's Dunhill looking to throw, fires outside, caught, and out of bounds goes Shea Carroll. A 5-yard pickup to the 24 from here. It would be about a 40-yard kick.
I think you're going to see a nice little run here to the middle of the field and give their rookie kicker a chance to win this game on a walk-off. I'm surprised they're throwing the football there on first down.
Jacksonville, unafraid of the consequences, will hand it to Willis. Willis cut down in the backfield, going backwards, but not necessarily alarming if you're Jacksonville just yet. Prasad on the tackle.
Big tackle there by Prasad, his 7th of the ball game. Let's see what Marcus Dunhill can do. 3rd and 6. Got to protect the football here. Matt South has it in the second half, and it's been killing Carolina.
Jacksonville in a formation that would lead you to believe pass. Single back is Willis. Dunhill, 5-step drop. Going to fire across the middle. Caught for first down yardage. Jack Wall.
Jack Wall having a game. That's his 8th reception. There are 4 receivers with at least 7 catches. Mason Willis, Ellington, Shea Carroll, Jack Wall as the rookie comes out. Jordan Bradshaw from 33 to possibly win the game.
Bradshaw was rushed onto the field to send it to overtime. He has all the time in the world here now. First down, field goal is up, and Bradshaw wins it. Jacksonville walks it off in overtime, a 37-34 victory, and a huge comeback by the Kings at home.
Wow, what a victory for Jacksonville to even their record of 2-2, and the heartbreak continues at the Lair for Carolina as they lose a heartbreaker in overtime.
Kings improved to 3-1. Carolina will fall here in this one. The Kings in the second half were unstoppable in their comeback. Carolina scored right out of the halftime break. Then their drives went interception, interception, punt, 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 interception, and Jacksonville takes this one by the margin of just 3 points. It was a game of inches, Gerald. It went back and forth, and at the end of the day, the last team with the football won the game.
As you saw those stats there, pretty much even yards, 462 to 471, I believe it. And that's how it was. But the big number on that stat was the 3 turnovers by Matt South, which was too much for Carolina to overcome. Matt South, 312 yards, touchdowns, 3 interceptions. Prasad, Daniel, 101 yards on 4 catches, touchdown catches by Paris Prasad. Logan Jack, 22 carries for 144 and scores to go along with 41 on the air. Marcus Dunhill, 37 of 45 for 3 and 6 and 3 scores. The scores going to Willis, Carroll, and Wall. Jared Willis, 20 carries for 83 yards, another 27 in the air. Unbelievable football game, back and forth, but this time Jacksonville finds a way to win it. And man, if you're in Carolina, you just feel like you're snake bit here and you can't win a ball game.
Both of these teams gave it all of their effort, and Carolina comes up just a little bit short. Unfortunately, that's how the SFL goes. One team always has to lose, and one team has to win. And unfortunately, it did not break Carolina's way this way tonight. Fortunately for the Skyhawks, they get back out on the field. Still plenty of season left. And for Jacksonville, a victory here tonight, improving to 3-1. And what a victory it was. Gerald, talk to me. Who do you think might be your player of the game tonight?
I would have to pick a player of the game. I would have to say Jordan Bradshaw. He had the walk-off winner and was rushed onto the field, but it's probably going to go to Marcus Dunhill.
Dunhill stayed clean tonight, and he is your player of the game. 388 yards, 3 scores, and no interceptions. Well, for our stats team, for Stuart Zomalia and Stephen Hacker, I am Andy Hamilton. Gerald Giudice along with me tonight. Cameron Irvine producing behind the scenes. We hope everyone has a great rest of your Monday. More SFL action continues around the league. If you're not on our Discord, make sure you get there. Thank you, and have a great rest of your week.